Alright, everybody, welcome back to episode 4 of Liza P. We are in the Vanini factory or workhouse or whatever, I forget what it was called. But the place where they make the robots. First thing we're going to do right now, I have not what I wanted to do. Let's see what I have for throwables. Okay, at least I have shot puts. We're going to fight this big ass puppet at the beginning where all that corrupted water was. I think it's called the Puppet of the Future. And then from there, we're going to go find Vanini and save him. So let me just run over there. Right. Ooh. Easy enough. And down we go. Just gonna switch to this. Now this boss is relatively easy at this point in time in the game. First things first, you just get underneath them, dodge a stomp, dodge a step back, dodge back, and dodge the stomp. Now, if you get hit by the stop, don't get hit by that either. You can actually stand underneath of him and not be hit at all while you're smacking him. So yeah, don't do that. But as you saw, it applied what was called shock. The issue with shock is whenever you get hit by something with shock, your stamina takes forever to recharge, which means that you can attack less and you aren't able to dodge as frequently. Yeah, it's can't believe I messed up like that. I want to try to apply burn to it and then switch over to the other sword. Use that. Alright, buddy, let's go part 2. Grab this, I guess. And you gotta be careful of the hands. Ow. We'll be safe here. I got the burn. This off. Okay, I am really messing this up. Maybe I just don't even worry about the burn. It's a robot, so the overheat doesn't really do too much to it. Get this running, maybe I can just immediately electrocute it. That'd be nice. Alright, round number 3. No, I can't. Okay. Okay, let's step back. What? Damn, does he do some damage? I got greedy there. Shot off. Slam. Back in. He's gotta be. There we go. That didn't really do a lot of damage. Just back. Wait, it's safe! Gonna smack it. Step back. Go. Oh, wow, that was close. Simply safe right now. There we go, and that's it. Nice and easy. Does a lot of damage. Nice. Damn, I got a lot of. I got like 26,000 in Erica for that? Let's go. Well, that's a level. Booster wave. Okay, this is a pretty decent one. Pick up everything down here and. I can just go to the right, and I get to go to where I need to go. Nope, not to the right. That's not it. That's not it. Alright, let me go down here first. Just get my pulse cells back. I guess let me throw a level in. Do I want... yeah, we'll just put it in here. Survivability. Okay, let me see. I think I need to go this way. I think I know where I need to go. Bear with me. Go back this way. Use the shortcut over here. Should be. No, this isn't it. Oh boy, I'm over here trying to explain stuff and I can't even remember where the hell I'm supposed to go. No, I don't need to go through there, because if I go through there, all it does is take me up to here. Just to the shortcut through that. Through the pipe down there is its own separate area. Yeah, see. Yeah, come down here, and then to the left is where the rolling flashball came. Right here, yeah. So no, not through there. There's nothing over here. Oh, that's right. Oh, I didn't get that shortcut. I gotta go the long way around. Okay, well, we'll use this to go back. Actually, let me jump to where we're gonna go. That way you guys don't have to watch this whole process. So give me a second. Alright, I am now where I would like to show you guys. So there is a shortcut. I guess I can show you that real quick. So if you go to the beginning of this area, the first stargazer, you'll run around in a circle and they will drop down into a path where you fought the guy with 2 shields for arms. And on the right, there'll be a ladder that you can climb up that will take you up to here. Right here, once you unlock it. You should have it unlocked right now if you've been following me. After getting this Trinity over right here, you follow this back around over here, and there'll be 3 puppets here that you kill. And instead of don't go down this red pipe, you go to the left here. There'll be a puppet here that I ended up killing over here, and it will take you back to this spot, overlooking this area here, where Red Fox and Black Cat are at. And then we will not go this way. This is how you get here first. We'll go up here. Now, as you approach in this area, I believe this way is the way you need to go. So we're not going to go that way, and we're going to go over here. I don't think there's anything special over here. I think there's a puppet up here to kill. Oh no, he's already dead. Oh, have you seen this eccentric? Have you seen this eccentric? Hot off the press news this month again. This month's eccentric is Mr. J, a gentleman who caused a stir by marrying a puppet. Is it because the custom-made puppet is so beautifully made, or that Mr. J's peculiarities, or that Mr. J's peculiarities, even he was. This sounds weird. Or that Mr. J's peculiarities, even he was unaware of, suddenly burst. Mr. J fell in love with the maid puppet at first sight, and they got married even in the face of his family's opposition. But the lovers' secret wedding faced ruin. The enraged family stormed in, the husband was confused, the puppet bride was greatly damaged. She clearly had a soul. We loved each other. Gentleman J, who became his family's headache, still makes the same claims. He's even fixing his bride and redoing the wedding. This tragedy was all possible because of Krat's advanced puppet technology. So listen to our families now. Ha! The Have you seen this eccentric corner will continue next month. I mean, if you love a puppet and the puppet loves you, you do you, boo-boo. Alright, so at this point here, you see these puppets, two should fall down, just bait them out. Gotta walk in here, boom, okay. Easy enough. Down. Simple. Now, from this point here, you want to make sure you have whatever resources you want, because there's a little mini boss down here. So, down we go. Now down we go. So this will be a boss enemy. Approach it however you want. You can either sidestep around it from the back. I'm not very good at that, so I'm going to
die.
Fumble through this one.
It's the only way to be sure.
Talk to him.
All puppets must die. Every single one. I hear the sound of springs inside you. You're a puppet too. You can't fool me. All puppets must die. Kill the puppets!
Now,
I wish I hadn't run away.
For him, depending on what outfit you have on, he will change his color. The first time I encountered him, I was wearing one of his stalker outfits, and he mentions that I was a stalker. Just do my usual, up and down. That's how I deal with most things in this game. That's just so... Now he will dodge. So if you catch him at the end of his attack, you'll be able to get him.
I'm sorry.
And from here, you actually get an emote. If you get this, the emote will actually be useful later on. And when we get to that point, I'll show you. And then that opens the shortcut here. And I believe this loops us back around to this part, yeah. So this is the door that I was trying to go through that I hadn't gone through yet because I hadn't beat this dude. Okay, up we go. Now that that's done, we can now go up here real quick and grab this. Doctor's confession. My name is Clark Shore. People call me Dr. Kirill. I intend to confess my sins. I've made innumerable medicine sales under the guise of it being a cure-all. At first, even I was sure about my experiment. Early on, the cure really was effective in neutralizing the petrification disease, and why would the great alchemist recordings be wrong? I know I stole it, but I perfectly followed the manufacturing process. My cure was perfect. But what went wrong? I dare not record what the ones who got treatment turned into. That was literal hell, and when I realized that I was the gatekeeper who opened the doors, I ran away. How can I atone for my sins? I only tried to treat patients and earn a few extra coins. I'm dying, and this is my pittance. I also have the petrification disease, but I'm not getting the cure. I'd rather turn into stone and freeze to death. God, please forgive my terrible sins. It's a little foreshadowing here. Alright, and then from this point on, I'm pretty sure it's save. Ah, here we go. This right here is a shortcut. This is what I was looking for earlier, actually. Let's see, make sure this is what I was looking for.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe. Didn't fit. Idioms, you know?
So I was looking for this because what I was going to do was come up this ladder and come across this pipe. But I hadn't loaded the pipe yet. But there you go, that's a shortcut to the beginning of the level. Alright, and I believe it is... Vanini's a jerk. I want to make him as much as Vanini's puppet does. Okay. We're going to...
Pulcinella. I hope he's alright.
Run over here real quick. Grab this.
Alright, Vanini. Pull yourself together. You have a duty to this city. And to your own sterling reputation.
And meet the illustrious Vanini.
Oh, easy now. No need to kill me. Surely we can discuss this like reasonable... people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you? I'm fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend. Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but... well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful. My butler went to barricade the back door, and I haven't seen him since. Pulcinella has been a loyal companion. I'd hate to lose him. The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
Right. Put a level in. I'm gonna clear out this room here. First things first, we deal with the big door. Because he is a nuisance. When he fought one earlier, I believe he gives me a piece of armor that is helpful. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna kill this and we'll get that side in a second. Come here, buddy. Grab more boxes. Stone. Don't need, but got it anyways. Use this. Where will we use the warning? Beware when handling corrosive chemicals. Be careful not to melt your fingers. Okay. Alright, and the same way you've dealt with everything else this game. Up and down. Now, be careful here. I didn't want to get behind him because of that. But you can dodge a lot of attacks by using this ability too. Just make sure you don't stand in the fire. Now he does have an overhead attack. The overhead attack will knock you out of the air, so be careful. I don't really properly judge it. That right here. So just like that. Forgot the overhead attack. this is better than what I have on. Is it this? No. Where is it? We should put it on there. Here we go. Ooh, that's actually a huge increase in fire resistance. I actually will use this. Fire damage protection. Yeah, let's go for that. Alright, cool. Alright. These guys are annoying, so let's run up on this dude. Damn it. Get over here. Oh, shit. Sure. Clears the bottom out. There's a couple things up top that we'll pick up. I think there's a note up there, so definitely want to grab that. Process through all this. That should be the note. Maybe there isn't. Drag you over. The drag is just so incredibly useful at this point in time in the game, so definitely use it. Definitely increase this up as much as possible. Let's just grab this first. There we go. I believe this is Descartes' notes. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry. 1890, blah blah blah. The puppet cannot refuse the Grand Covenant imprinted upon manufacture. It must obey the Creator's orders. It cannot harm humans. But look at the puppet that was once called Fuoco, I believe. Is the Grand Covenant flawed? The once faithful puppet now kills humans. It creates puppets instead of fire. It obeys something else other than humans. It's as if someone is controlling it, or it has a mind of its own. As if a king of puppets as if there's a king of puppets somewhere. Is it pretending to be human? Is it a simple defect? This requires further investigation. Surprising. Fuoco's actions are not simple obedience, but faith. Fuoco worships something as God. I heard that the king of puppets there's the king of puppets on Rosa Isabel Street. That must be what is controlling the puppets of Krat. But a puppet having a human ego is a problem from another dimension. There is still a puppet secret that I don't know about. Ergo is probably the key. But those guys are awakening on humans more quickly as days go by. Someone has to stop them before it's too late, for the sake of all humans. I think we didn't stop that problem. Alright, and to do this, we'll run up. That, and I'm going to try to group them. Do I get all three? Oh, I missed him. Oh, wow. Alright, cool. That should be everything on top. So now we can just... I should have healed there, just in case. Drop down. We're gonna run over here. Next boss is a... How much of these do we have? A lot. Do I want to do it for levels though? Level am I? I think I'm okay on 187. I mean, I might just... Yeah, let's just use all these. I might just try to keep it like 190, just for an even number. I mean, I guess 200 isn't too bad, since this is my third playthrough. And did not. Elden Ring, I leveled up like hell. I think I finished the second playthrough like 212. So, oh. All right, we already beat all these guys. No need to worry about them. Run past them. And down we go. So this weapon is going to be useless. We won't be using it because this boss is a fire boss. We'll summon my buddy. So there's a few mechanics for this boss. I think this might be the first boss with some type of defensive mechanic, per se. Does this, inside behind you. So make sure you don't have him rush through the pipe, because if he does, he will break off and you won't be able to dodge that second. The weapon I'm using right now is not something until you get later on. So a good option for a dex build, I mean, this right here isn't too bad. The Puppet Saber, and I put it with a Krat police baton handle on it. It's got a pretty decent moveset. The Salamander Dagger is pretty good, except, like I said, fighting a fire enemy with a fire weapon isn't the best. And trying to find another. Oh, I don't have it. So the dex weapon you get, the Wintry Rapier, I believe it's called, is also pretty decent. And that has a very strong thrusting set. And I believe it has you dash forward, which means you can stay out of range of puppet attacks as well as get in range or dodge and stuff like that. Talk to him.
What do we have here? A broken butler puppet. Now, I seem to remember someone on the second floor. Think it belongs to him? We gotta ask what happened sometime. Now's good.
Alright. And back off to the Krat Hotel. Some change of music. We will listen to base.
Ah, if it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, my friend. There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory, and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits. My friend, you saved, well, all of us. But listen to me going on and on about my concerns, and I don't believe I've even introduced myself. Signor Laurentini Venigni. Gentlemen, bon vivant, and at the moment, utterly at your service, my friend. If the name Venigni rings no bells, perhaps you've heard of Krat's Prince of High Society. That is because they are one and the same. Just two of the many names I've collected in my 3 decades here on Earth. While I sincerely believe meeting Venigni is its own reward, I have not rewarded you in the more traditional manner. Please, take this. My newest prototype. It'll be safe with you. It's a grinder stone that keeps granting special attributes to the grinder. I hope you'll put it to good use.
Alright. See what else he has to say.
Then my eyes do not deceive me. I never imagined I'd actually see it again, and in the flesh, so to speak. I just designed it, set it aside, and never got back to it. Genius and the claim can keep one quite preoccupied, I'm afraid. You are really interested in the arm, I see. Then, my friend, you shall have it. It just needs a few mechanical adjustments to fit your, particular needs. And frankly, this design is almost child's play to me now, so let's start by making it a bit stronger, shall we? I will also add what we brilliant inventors call modularity. That means it will be much easier to improve and repair since you'll be able to use commonly found parts. You might say this arm's new abilities are legion. No? Too much? It was too much. I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Okay, so explain this first. So you're able to apply different effects to your grindstone. Now, whenever you use this, it doesn't grind your weapon, it just applies the effects. So there's 2 different options. And I can show them.
Of course you're curious. Pulcinella has been restored thanks to you. In a small way. Mostly it was me, but you know, genius never rests. Except for beauty rest. Pulcinella isn't just my butler. He's my family. The only one I have left, really. I won't forget what you've done for us. If you ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, call on your friend Venigni. I always welcome friends. No one, not even I, know what started the puppet frenzy. Why? That day of all days. It was horrible. A violent rampage of murder and mayhem that is seared into my memory for all time. And it was never supposed to happen again. I made sure of it. Designed a few special parts to ensure they'd remain loyal. Puppet armies do not arise by chance. There was intent behind this. I don't want to leap to conclusions, but the only one I know with that kind of power is the King of Puppets himself. We need to learn how this happened.
Alright. So now we have the option of switching our grindstone, which we'll be able to get parts for that later. And then over here, you're able to actually build and upgrade your Legion arms. So you'll need, I have them all unlocked, but it's called a Legion plug, and that's how you make each of these. and then you'll need a Legion caliber to upgrade the weapons. So we have 2 right now. Early, my suggestion is to just max this out. Now, if you're having trouble when it's being rough, what I would do is build the Aegis shield and max this out. It becomes a very, very strong defensive arm that will help you in boss fights, especially if you're trying to not use the Spectre and you want to do this solo. Another good option is the Fulminous, which allows you to upgrade a much more charge that just demolishes puppets, or the Flambirds, which allows you to just set flamethrower, and the flamethrower does a ton of damage. I haven't used this. I don't really know how strong it is. I think the area they slowly put a mine in the ground. I think the area is a little small, but you can try to like create choke points and stuff if you want. This here, I used it. I had it upgraded and reset it because it's just really not that good. The idea of putting down a zone is cool and all, but either A, you have to stand in the zone, or B, you have to hope that the puppet just stays there, and it really doesn't do much. Yeah, I mean, I guess the explosion is nice. I don't know. I don't think this is good at all. And then this right here, if you want a ranged option, it allows you to shoot a cannon at somebody. You're able to increase the range, and now you'll be able to shoot while dodging, which is nice. It allows you to get little quick shots in. So, I think your top generic ones will be the puppet string right here, the Aegis shield, and then the Falcon Eyes. And then if you are having issues with certain types of enemies, to have one of these 2 built maxed out to deal with this. The first one is just what you start with. There's nothing special about it. So I would be into maxing out all of them. So I want to finish the Falcon Eye first. And there's that, and then just the other one is just switch the Legion arms, which I'm not worried about. Alright, let's talk to Mr. Butler.
Buongiorno, and welcome to the House of Venini. I am Master Venini's Major Domo, Pulcinella, at your service, sir. The House of Venini carries only the finest in luxury merchandise. I believe you'll find all items to be both superior quality and distinguished provenance. I am certain you will be able to find something that suits you, sir. At the House of Venini, even priceless things have a price. Every item is a treasure of distinguished quality and superior provenance.
Here you'll be able to get your just generic defensive armors. So they start off okay. At this stage of the game, these will be upgrades, even at non+2. I don't even think you get any upgrade on your generic armor until you hit him. So definitely look at these. They all have, so like this right here would be slash. This is piercing. This is striking. You think striking's probably just generically the best. Most of the enemies just kind of smack you with their hands or some type of blunt weapon. So that's just, I don't know what's the best, but that's just what I think. And then you'll be able to buy at least 1 crank for everything. So if you want to start like, changing their stats on your weapons, this is where you'll buy your cranks. Now you're limited throughout the whole thing, so I have a few already upgraded. And then this right here would be your blue grindstone. So you'll have the option of putting electric on there. I believe Venini gives you fire. You can buy electric from him. And also you'll collect special boxes that you can give to Puccinella, and then he will have an increase in his offered items. Same over here with Paladina. There's 3 of each, so
I know my way around a weapon.
this doesn't have anything new. I believe do I have a course. They have 2. So let's go up and upgrade my P organ. I wish there was a faster down there. Let's see if you have anything new.
Remember, it is not surprising that some puppets broke away from the Grand Covenant. I've no idea how many. I remember a few ergo puppets behaving according to their own volition before the frenzy. That wasn't our intention. They were never designed to act that way. But if a puppet starts acting on its own, does that mean the puppet has free will? Or is someone else controlling the puppet?
So we did not mean to skip the first part.
The city of Krat. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any questions, and I'll fill in the gaps.
I'm not worried about any of this. A lot of this is just explaining the areas. You'll experience the areas as you approach them, so if you want to sit and listen to any of these, it's fine. It kind of gives you a little history on it. But I'm not going to really do that right now. I might do it later, but that's a lot of listening, so I want to play. Alright, so we are going to be Oregon. So I have, I forget what this is. Oh yeah, blocking fairy attacks, which I haven't even done. I guess let me start by making myself lightweight so I can have a little bit increased numbers natural recovery from movement attack. See, that's good. But the charge attacks are super important, so enhancing this is probably a better idea. Alright, get myself some type of defensive thing. Enhance, oh, special status helmet. Recovery. Oh, I think this is
Close your
better.
eyes. Come to me.
Okay. Because the special status is, I believe, you can check to make sure. So, yes. Yeah, the ones that are really actually like detrimental, shock, break, and disruption. So yeah, having yourself recover from that faster is just better.
I feel
Talk to
good,
Antonio.
'cause I just know feeling of you.
People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
Yeah, that tells about the mechanic. It also just talks about again, we'll just listen to the stuff about it. I want to make sure that I'm not missing any side quests.
I'll use my power to help you.
Oh.
I'll use my power to... I am able to wield Ergo.
Oh, just
They
selected
call
it.
me a
I
listener
wasn't sure.
because I can hear Ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please, save Krat.
Yeah, generic stuff. I will listen to story-related things, but I'm not really going to focus on the generic things. Center works. It's over here. And we are going to probably the most visited district that I do after I beat it. Because there is a special shopkeeper here that sells all throwable items, and throwable items in this game are busted. Unlimited throwable items, by the way. Here we go. So there are barrels to watch out for. Maybe I don't. Maybe they're just introducing them. Alright, the fire canisters are okay. The canister weapons are just, again, kind of like the acid orb. It puts a zone on the ground, which is nice. You have to keep the enemy in the zone, which means that you're kind of stuck in that spot. Unless you're good at blocking, or you're willing to sit there and block while an enemy burns or gets electrocuted, go for it. I just think the other ones are better. There's a dude right here. So we shall smack it. also are having issues. I've been picking these up, but I haven't really explained this. This right here, if you die, you don't lose the ergo at all. I think it's a 1 minute long period. Wait, hold on. Oh, this one is if you die, you don't lose it. This one here is if you've died, Okay, so if you die, you don't lose it here. If you die and you've lost it, if you die again, this keeps you from losing it as well. This right here just immediately restores your weapon's durability. This makes you, I guess, allow to sneak. These right here is the blue bar, it's called your Fable. This charges it really quickly. This reduces the ailments that you get, or I guess increases your resistances to it. This is to your special ones. This one is... No. Boy, am I confusing. This removes any of the generic elements. This removes any of the special. This increases your resistance to the generic ones. This is reduces to the special ones. And these are grindstones. This right here charges your legion. And then those are your throwables. Boy, did I make that confusing. Alright, we'll make our way down here into the mines. Stargazer over there, so I want to do that. Suggestion on route is kill this dude. Now you can shoot this with your puppet string, blow it up, wait for that to go away, and run, dodge. Now try to get him by the end of the heal up before I go up. So if you're doing a strength build, this item here with the Krat police baton or handle, yeah, is the strongest strength weapon in the game. I think it's been nerfed since the newest patch, but it just does a ton of damage. So, where is he at? Can I just, I can. So, down we go. Oh, I missed. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Walk, nope. Down. Just try to get barrels. Now you can blow up these barrels if you want, but you can also use them to your advantage in a second. Let me just have this guy pop out. Would have liked to have 3 charges, but that's fine. Alright, now as you approach over here, you will have a boss, or not a boss, like an enemy. One of these dudes just move out of nowhere. Let them come out here so you're not fighting them in the hallway. Give yourself a little bit more space. Again, be careful about these exploding barrels because he will make them explode. And I got them there. I had already taken it. No! Nice. Come on, get in front of him. Alright, so at this point you're probably encumbered a little bit. I think I'm not. So at the top in the middle is, it says required ergo for your next level. Right next to it's a weight. You want to keep that below 60 as much as possible. If you go above 60, it's fine. But at this point in the game, you probably are sitting around 61 to 64. So what you can do to negate that is to equip the carrier's amulet, which is right here. And it just increases how much you can carry. So I've reached a point where I don't need that anymore. By just pumping stats into capacity, you'll increase your legion, which is useful, and also increase your carry limit. So I would suggest doing that. It's up to you, but yeah. Now, the fewer pieces of equipment you have on, so like I have 2 weapons and 2 legion arms. If I take one of both of those off, that will reduce my weight. So I don't need to invest so much in capacity. I've hit a point now but we have made it to the next area, and I believe it's a good place to stop, because the next area we encounter a whole bunch of new enemies, and they are all different than puppets, let's just say. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode, and we'll continue on towards the next area in the next one. But that's it. Until next time.